You are going through this and you're doing what I've done and just stared at pregnancy tests until your eyes have just gone like cross-eyed, just hoping to see that little line there when it's just really not there, like, and you feel quite lonely. So I think it's nice just to know that other people are going through the same thing as you. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just me and my little doggo. Now I know it's literally one of those things that literally no one wants to talk about. It's still a very taboo subject and I think it still carries like a lot of shame and embarrassment. So I guess that's why I want to do this video, and it's taken a while for me to want to do this video, to be honest. It's quite a lonely situation, really. Like, you can feel quite lonely, so I think it's nice just to know that other people are going through the same thing as you. So yes, I better get into it then. So I guess I'm going to start by telling you my story of infertility and how it's all come about and what I've kind of done with it and what I am doing with it and all of that jazz. So I was diagnosed when I was about 19 with PCOS, which was pretty crap, to be honest with you. You know, the usual suspects, really bad skin, tired like constantly, and I mean constantly, like it was just hideous how tired I was. Just felt sick, just felt bleh. Hair falling out like crazy. I gained weight really fast, even while I was, you know, on all these ridiculous diets and drinking like my body weight in green tea and all of the crazy stuff. So yeah, I got diagnosed when I was 19 and the doctor basically said, you know, you will probably find it quite difficult to conceive naturally. And at the time I was just like quite devastated, but didn't really believe her. Like, I've always been just very maternal, I guess you would say. So I had quite a few health problems. I had kidney problems and stuff like that as well. I've had them for like the past 11 years, but basically I managed to kind of get all my health like in a really good place and be pretty much symptom free, which is quite impressive for someone with PCOS. For about 3 years, like, my skin was amazing, my hair grew, like, my hair's still really long, but it's, yeah, I'll get into it, it's crazy thin. But yeah, my hair got thick, my skin was amazing, which, saying that from someone that suffered with cystic acne, it's like, you don't expect to ever be able to say my skin's amazing. So yeah, that was nice. And yeah, I was basically just super healthy, super happy, super PCOS free, as far as I knew. So I had been on birth control on the pill for a really long time. And of course doctors don't actually tell you like the risks of it all. Like, they literally see it as this completely risk-free tablet, which is just not true. Especially if you're someone with a hormone imbalance, like, it really messes you up. Like, so I got married in July, got an amazing husband, amazing life, 2 amazing little fur babies, and in June I came off the pill because we've been like ready, I guess, to have a baby for quite a while before I came off the pill, but we wanted to just wait until the wedding, and we thought we came off like a month before the wedding. And yeah, there I was, just not getting pregnant, and my skin was getting worse, my hair was falling out like ridiculous. Like, I don't know, like, if you've ever suffered with hormonal hair loss, you will know how absolutely rubbish it is. Like, put it this way, my husband used to have to do the vacuuming upstairs because it would literally just break my heart to see the amount of hair on the floor that was falling off my head like every single day. So that was really rubbish, and it was all since I came off the pill, and I was like, hang on a minute, like, I literally had got my health sorted, like, my health was perfect. I help people with their health, I help people with their nutrition, I help women with PCOS, so I'm like, feeling like a bit of an imposter. Like, how could I be so downhill since, even though I got myself so much better, you know? It's kind of like, it just didn't really make sense to me. I was like, how is this happening now of all times? Like, but what doctors don't tell you is when you've got a hormone imbalance and you've been on the pill for years and years and years, it will really mess you up. So if you're watching this and you've got PCOS and you are on the pill and you've been on the pill for a long time, I would suggest seeing if there's another way. Just my word of advice from experience, because it literally it ruined me. Like, coming off the pill absolutely ruined me, and I did not expect it, like, at all. Like, just did not expect it. My confidence, my just self-image, like, I couldn't even recognise myself, not just how I looked but how I felt. I was like, this is just not me. And that is really, really hard, especially when you're like newly married and your life is all perfecto, and you're like, really, what is going on? And just like embarrassed as well. Like I've got the most amazing supportive husband ever, but even I was just like, God, why would he married me looking like this and now I look like this? And it's like, but yeah, we can really say some nasty crap to ourselves when we're in a bad place. It was horrible. I was like crying every day. Like, my hormones were like insane. Like, it's so, like, you don't realise how, obviously you hear about like pregnant women, baby brain and stuff like that, like just messing with you. Like, I had the worst brain fog ever. Like, it was really weird. Like, I rung the dentist once and she asked me, and the receptionist to register, and the receptionist asked me what my address was, and I literally was just silent for a good 5 seconds, which is a really long time to be thinking of your address. It's like someone asking your name, like you should just know it. And I was like, oh sorry, we've just moved here, let me just find it for you, while I like found it in my brain, and then I was able to say it, and I was just like, oh my God, my brain is just not working properly. As well, I love to read. Like, I am such a bookworm, and I would just be reading and just not taking any of it in. Like, I would just read through a full page and I'm like, I have no idea what that said, like no idea what I just read. Yeah, it was just really bizarre. Like, it was bizarre and awful. So yeah, it has been since June. Yeah, since June that we have been actively trying for a baby. If you don't want to hear about woman problems, then I would suggest probably, not watching this. So I haven't had my period since August. So that is August, September, October, November, December, January. So that's like 5 months with that period. It's a long time, like a really, really long time. So I'm definitely getting better with the things that I've been doing. But like, I will literally cry with happiness when I get my period. I will literally be like, oh my God, yes. It just means that you're working properly. When you don't have it, you're like, damn, I'm not working properly. So that is where I am currently. I am still waiting for my period, but like, how I've been feeling in general is so much better. In terms of my energy levels, my skin, my hair has stopped falling out in the massive amounts that it was. My acne has definitely cleared up a lot. It's not 100%. What else? Yeah, just feeling better in general, feeling much better, more positive. I have been to the doctors, I've had ultrasounds, and my right ovary is like covered in cysts. So lo and behold, it is PCOS, back with a vengeance, like literally back with a vengeance. So that's what's going on in there. And they also found what looks like a kidney stone on my left kidney. So kidney problems are back again as well, which is just amazing. So yeah, that is where I am now. I am basically just trying to get my hormones balanced, and there are a lot of things that are working for me, definitely. But I think mostly the message I want to get across in this video is, like, if you are going through infertility, and especially because of PCOS, there are definitely things that you can do. The way I see it is, everything happens exactly when it's supposed to happen, and only if it's supposed to happen, and it's not going to happen before then. Just need to kind of deal with that. Like, the thing is, like, I believe we have massive control over our life. We can decide so much of our present, of our future. that is in our hands, I believe. However, there's things like having a baby, like that is not in your hands, like it's just not. And I think that's a tough one to kind of digest, really, because especially if you're someone like me who's so into personal development and achieving goals and manifestation and the law of attraction and all of this stuff, like you're used to kind of working on things with the goal to get those things. So you can't really work on getting a baby. Like, obviously you can do what's necessary to make a baby, you can do everything you can in terms of your health to keep your fertility in the best shape possible, with your health, and just only do things that are going to boost fertility and not bad stuff like smoking, drinking, eating crap, not exercising, or exercising too much as well. There's just loads of different things. I would be more than happy to do a video on that as well, if that would help. Put it in the comments below if that would be helpful, of just the kind of the things that you can be doing in the meantime while the universe or God or whatever you want to call it makes your baby plans for you, because those plans are not yours. And I think that is the biggest lesson that I've learned in this past 6 months, is that sometimes you have just got to surrender. Like, you have literally just got to surrender and say, okay, I trust that whatever is going to happen, whatever's going to come to me is for the right reasons, and you just kind of got to let it do its thing. There's nothing else you can do. You can't intervene and be like, right, no, I'm going to have a baby now. Like, the more you try, the more stressed out you will be. And like even the doctor said this to me, which I thought was kind of cool, because doctors aren't really into the whole, I don't know, they're just very by the book, aren't they? So when the doctor was just like, seriously, like, the more you stress about it, like, your body will physically not ovulate. And I was like, law of attraction at its finest. Like, the more you stress about it, the more your body will literally resist doing what it needs to do to bring you that baby. So I know it's easier said than done, trust me, like, I know, but I think that is the best thing that I've learned anyway, is literally just to surrender, just let it do its thing. Obviously, some people literally can't have babies and it doesn't happen for them naturally. However, in today's world, if there's not adoption, there's some kind of amazing new discovery in terms of what they can do, like IVF, all of that stuff. Like, there are other options. So I just think, don't lose hope. Obviously, depending on your age, like, I'm quite lucky. I'm 24, so I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm young, but I'm not old either. But yeah, there's still time for me to see if I can get pregnant naturally, and if it's looking like I can't, then I'm going to try and obviously jump in with any of the other wonderful ways that man has discovered we can have babies. So yeah, I just think in the meantime, like, if any of you are going through this and you're doing what I've done and just stared at pregnancy tests until your eyes have just gone like cross-eyed, just hoping to see that little line there when it's just really not there, like, it's literally not there, and doing test after test after test and wasting so much money, I think just give it a break. Definitely get yourself to the doctor if you're unsure, if you have PCOS and you're either not getting your periods or you're not getting pregnant, and it doesn't seem to be any reason why, other than if there's something not quite working and you have got something like a biochemical imbalance, because it does happen, of course it does. I think it's something like 10% of women suffer with PCOS, so like, it's not uncommon. And if you do feel like you have it, then absolutely get to the doctor, and at least it's peace of mind. At least you can kind of work with that then, and you can know what you can do next and what steps you can take. I guess that's my main message, is just to try and not stress about it, and try and give yourself a break, because it's exhausting. It's exhausting trying to force our bodies to do something that they're not doing, and it can just make you feel really, really crap about yourself. So yeah, I hope this video was somewhat comforting, I guess. And yeah, I'm planning on doing a lot more videos about PCOS and the things that have really helped me, so that I can share them with anyone that needs them. I mean, I haven't done a video in like 4 months, because that is what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of healing by myself, which is obviously so important to take that on and know when you need a break and know when you need to just kind of focus on yourself. And that's exactly what I've done, and it's worked wonders. So yes, I'll definitely be making some more regular videos, and definitely a lot covering PCOS and how we can heal ourselves and the habits that we can adapt, and yeah, and move forward happy and healthy, and sure that everything is working in our favour. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.